Hello everyone. I'm just trying to change the audio. Yep. Uh, yeah. Hello. Hi everyone. So actually today I'm at a different place. So I'm actually at my hometown. So I'm really not sure if the audio and video are clear, but yeah. So we have been doing this live streams every Wednesday, so I thought I'll not skip it. Although it's little difficult for me to do it from here. Yeah. So please let me know if you find it difficult. Clear. Okay, great. Yeah, please excuse me if there is any audio or video difficulties for today. As I told you, I'm at my hometown today. So yeah, great. Yeah, a lot of people just joining in. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Yeah, thanks everyone. Hi, Stanley. Hello. Is AOPS continuous journey in your playlist? Yeah, I'll talk about that. That's a good question. Where was that? Yeah, we have roughly 250 people. Let's just wait for another minute. Okay, cool. So somebody is asking, is AOPS continuous journey in your playlist? So we did, I think, 11 to 12 videos in the AOPS playlist, although I just planned it for 10 videos. The last video is MCP. And as you can see, AI is constantly evolving. I've done a bunch of videos on AI agents using Crew AI. And, the recent evolution, MCP, although there is A2A agents from, A2A from by Google, but I haven't done a video on that. So the goal is to make AI concepts easy. So that is going to be a continuous playlist. I'll keep adding videos. And my goal is also to add videos like Hugging Face. Olama is already covered. Hugging Face, these kind of basic concepts that everyone needs to understand. So I'll also keep adding those concepts in the playlist. Yeah. So whether you are a DevOps engineer or you might be doing anything in the field of IT, the goal is to keep that playlist beginner friendly. Shushant, please make yesterday video public. Shushant, that video cannot be public because some of the things that are taught in the video. Initially, my goal was to make it public, but there are few things that I covered in that video which are not good to be public, because being a career gap person, there are a lot of tweaks that you can do. So intentionally, I did not make it public because it would, it would not be good to make that particular video public. So yeah, unfortunately, it will be members only. Cloud computing. Hi, hello. Okay, we are just close to 300 people. Good. Any openings in Red Hat? Yeah, while I was working at Red Hat, yeah, there were a bunch of openings. I still think there are a bunch of openings, so you should take a look at Red Hat's career page. Please create all courses from basic to advanced in a sequential manner in Udemy. Okay. Sounds like a good thought. I'll think about it. What is the best KX IDE that can be used? You can use Visual Studio Code. It's good. It also has like use Visual Studio Code. Just install GitHub Copilot in it. GitHub Copilot also comes with a agent mode, right? Within the agent mode, you can also use MCP. So everything is good with VS Code. I would recommend that. Hi Abhishek, I have interview tomorrow for with FI Networks, and JD has cybersecurity and multi-cloud security, TCP/IP networking. Can you please suggest what topic should I quickly go through? FI is a core networking company, right? They deal with load balancing, they deal with LTM, GTM, everything pretty much from L7 to L1. So yeah, I would just say go through every concept that is in job description, brace yourself for networking concepts. So it's going to be core networking. So somebody was asking, coding is required for DevOps. So one thing that I'll tell you, we are in 2025. You don't have to be worried about coding. It has become super easy. Like I'm not talking about maybe developing a full stack web application might be difficult, but whatever you do as a DevOps engineer from coding point of view, it has become very easy in 2025 with all that AI assistants, AI agents. I would say, don't even bother about it. Understand the basics. And if you get a chance to join as a DevOps engineer, coding is something that you should be least bothered about. Because all that you write is some Python scripts, shell scripts, right? So that's going to be easy. AOPS and MLOps is needed for DevOps engineers? No, as a DevOps engineer, AOPS is something that you can learn. MLOps is totally different. If you want to transition to MLOps, yeah, you might need it, but otherwise it's not needed. AOPS, yeah, I did videos on AOPS. If you learn those things, that's good enough. So I did AOPS with Site 24/7. That's Manage Engine. I did AOPS with Dynatrace. I also explained AOPS using Isolation Forest. That's a Python model, right? So it's an AI model in Python. I explained how you can use Isolation Forest to perform log analysis. So yeah, these things are good. You can check out our AI Assisted DevOps playlist. Okay, there are a bunch of people who joined as members. Let me quickly give them shout out. Otherwise, I'll miss out those chats. Niharika, thank you so much. Shravan, thanks for joining as member. Arun, thanks for joining. Preeti Singh, Swati R, Chandrasekhar, thanks everyone for joining as members of the channel. Oh, okay, wait. There are a couple of others. Sai Vardhan, thanks for joining. Himateja, thanks for joining as member. So, yeah, what do you get if you become a member of the channel? I think we have 20 odd videos which are specifically for members of the channel. And apart from that, we also have a exclusive Discord server where members can post questions. They can ask their queries. Okay. So somebody says voice not audible. Is it? Can you confirm? Because just a while ago, others mentioned that the voice is clear or the audio is clear. Can you please type yes or no? It's clear. Okay, perfect. Yeah, maybe some issue with Google. Please check at your end. Is it worth AWS Cloud Practitioner? I would say not, because from certification cost point of view, you need to pay for that. And if you look at what you get out of it, not a lot of people would value your what was that CCP Cloud Practitioner certification. So it's not worth your money. That is something that I would say, but you can also do your research. But if you ask me, I wouldn't recommend. See, it's a beginner level certification. If it's mandatory at your role, or if it is something you feel that it will add value to your resume, from that point of view, I can tell you it wouldn't add a lot of value to your resume. But if it's mandatory at your workplace, you can go ahead. Saivardhan, thanks for joining as member. Pavan, again, thanks for joining as member. Himateja, shout out to you people. Okay, see, I'll tell you my point. Out of all the certifications, Kubernetes certifications are the only ones which I really feel would add some value to you, because if you look at Kubernetes certifications, those certifications are like real time, where it will test your knowledge. They are not true or false or choose the correct answers. So yeah, Kubernetes certifications will definitely add value. Um, Cost is something that you should be looking at, because everyone's financial situation is not the same. So yeah, I can only tell you Kubernetes certifications are good, but rest you need to check from your side. Will you be able to put that money to give a certification? How much it would add to your resume? Let's say it might add 1 or 2 points to your resume, right? You have others with the same knowledge. Let's say you and other person trying for the same position, and both of you have done equally good at the interview. Probably because you have this Kubernetes certification, you might be weighted more, right? Probably you might get that opportunity at that point. But just that you have a certification wouldn't make any difference if you're not doing good at the interview. I hope that is clear about certifications. Okay, yeah. I see that some of you people are joining as members. I'm intentionally keeping it aside for some time. I will do the shout out once, so that the flow of the conversation is not disturbed, right? Okay. Mhm. What are the day-to-day activities of a junior engineer or junior DevOps engineer? See, I did one video recently. You should definitely watch this video before joining DevOps. Even if you go to DevOps Zero to Hero playlist, I think that's third video in the DevOps Zero to Hero playlist, where I clearly explained you how Agile works, how DevOps engineers are assigned tasks. You should check that video. Probably you will get better understanding, because it doesn't depend. Uh, Junior DevOps engineers will not be given completely different tasks. It depends on the priority. It depends on series of tasks that are assigned to your team at that point of time. But if you just join a company, probably you will start with documentation, or you will start with testing existing Terraform scripts, or you might be asked to fix a simple bug in your existing Terraform files or Ansible playbooks. That is how you would start. Bro, when will be your next Udemy course? Next Udemy course will be in June. I'll be working on that very shortly once I'm back. Right now, I'm at my hometown. Once I'm back, I'll start working on it. And my plan is to release that in June. It's going to be very, very good one. So it will take little time. Udemy course cost. Bro, unanimously Udemy course, like it's not my Udemy course. If you look at any Udemy course, you can get it under 500 rupees if you are in India. And once in a while, I share the coupon as well. So if you have the coupon, you can get it for 399 rupees if you are in India. If you are in US, I think the best that you can get is for $10. Abhishek, please create a playlist on networking zero to hero. It will be so helpful for everyone. Vedant, it's already available. I think you missed it. If you search for networking zero to hero Abhishek.Veeramalla, you will get it. And the best part is that we did networking, like we did fundamental networking. We did networking from AWS point of view. We did networking from Azure point of view. So I think you can find everything on the channel. Is New Relic observability team tool good to learn? See, I'll tell you one thing. Uh, what most of the observability tools do is the same thing. It only depends on the costing for the organization. As a DevOps engineer, if you learn one observability tool, learning the other one is just few hours thing, because end of the day it just boils down to metrics, logs, traces, right? Events, then open telemetry. So these are the things it just boils down to. So it doesn't matter if you're learning New Relic, tomorrow you can easily learn Dynatrace. Uh, I'll just give you an example. You know, I have at least gone through 10 to 15 observability tools and I've never felt overwhelmed, right? It just took me not even 1 to 2 days, less than that, to just get my hands on Manage Engine. I recently did a video on that, right? um, Hybrid cloud infrastructure monitoring using Manage Engine. The reason is that fundamentals are clear. So if your fundamentals are clear, you can just learn with Prometheus, Grafana, OpenTelemetry, Jaeger, ELK stack. If you learn with these things, switching to any observability tool is easy. Okay, so don't start learning New Relic. Learn starting with what are the fundamentals of observability, such as metrics, logs, and traces, events, dashboards. Then understand ELK stack, understand logging, understand instrumentation of metrics using OpenTelemetry. Then learn about distributed tracing using Jaeger. That's all. You are good enough. If you still want to learn and if you're curious, learn about eBPF. Now, if you're wondering where you can learn all this from, you already know the answer. We have Observability Zero to Hero playlist where I've covered things in exactly same order. Can you people hear me well? Um, yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. So as I told you, I'm at my hometown and there was a power cut. So I'll just try to do this way. Let's see. I know it's going to be difficult for you people, but yeah, you can hear me. Perfect. Okay. Once everything's back to normal, I'll turn on my camera. Let's do this way. Okay. I'm looking at your comments. Thanks, DK. One of my friend has 4 years of gap. Can he get internship in DevOps domain? I think internship, no, but instead of internship, ask your friend to try some freelancing opportunities and you know gain some freelancing experience. Uh, show that as DevOps experience and start applying for some startups. So that should be that should be the way to uh, get started. I'm in fourth year student. Is it worth learning DevOps? And it's worth. Where should I start from your channel? Why not? So yeah, definitely. If you're a fourth year student, it's good to learn DevOps. And if you want to learn DevOps, you can get started from DevOps Zero to Hero playlist on our channel, right? Or just check for DevOps 2025 roadmap. You will get a clear information. Nowadays, hiring is becoming so much difficult. Yeah, maybe. I think looking at number of people applying for positions, they might have done recruiting little difficult. Where should we find freelancer? So you want to find a freelancer or you want to become a freelancer? For both of the things, you can look at websites like Fiverr, and if you are a complete beginner, just check just check freelancing by Abhishek.Veeramalla. If you just type that on YouTube, you will find couple of videos where I've explained right from creating account on the platform to creating gigs to populating gigs, making your freelancing profile contemporary and relevant. So I've explained all that in that freelancing videos. Yeah, if you're interested, you should definitely check it out. Oh, yeah, Ritvik, thanks for joining as member. Other members, yeah, I'll give you the shout out. Just I'm just keeping it uh, aside so that I can read all the shout outs at once, and it will not disturb the flow of the conversation. Please, Chapanana, MLOps is definitely a good future, right? If you ask me, if you ask me to compare DevOps and MLOps, I'll still go for DevOps. Mukesh, uh, to answer your question, should you learn DevOps at this point of time, or should you learn MLOps at this point of time? I would say DevOps. Why? Because uh, the opportunities in MLOps at this point of time are limited, right? Whereas opportunities uh, with respect to DevOps are more compared to MLOps. How to upgrade to MLOps? Yeah, I'll do one video, DevOps to MLOps, where I'll clearly explain how you can upgrade from a DevOps engineer to MLOps engineer. I'll do that very soon, Prashant. Is your Terraform playlist good enough to prepare Terraform Associate COO3 certification? I think so. I have not done Terraform Associate COO3 certification. And to be honest, I did not prepare my Terraform certification looking at the syllabus of COO3. But a lot of people, they posted on LinkedIn that they prepared from my playlist and it helped them clear the Terraform Associate certification. So I think yes. But I'll be honest with you. The playlist is designed for jobs, but it is not designed for certifications. Please, why did you not cover detailed CI/CD on Udemy course? Big Music 7. Uh, what I did, I covered CI/CD for one microservice end to end. The reason why I did not cover for 22 microservices, it's a 22 microservice e-commerce project. Imagine if I do for 22 microservices, you will be bored of watching that video because everything is going to be exactly same. What you need to do, just pick up one microservice, implement CI/CD end to end. I think, in fact, I did for more than one because I explained containerization for three services. I explained Kubernetes manifest for three services. From GitHub Actions point of view, I just explained from one microservice point of view. See, I already explained these things, right? AOPS is better to learn. Yeah, it will just add to your existing profile, right? So give it a try. It's very simple concept. Somebody says, Abhishek, freelancing is easy or not for 1 year experience in cloud? See, is your job easy for 1 year experience cloud? It's the same thing. Like whether it's a job, whether it's a freelancing, you will be given some task and you are expected to complete that task. The difference with freelancing is that you will be the architect, you will be the developer, you will be the, I mean, developer in the sense, you will be the architect, you will be the DevOps engineer, you will be everything for what you accept as a freelancer. Oh, say, sorry. Okay, it's time for quick shoutouts. There are a bunch of people who joined as members. Let me quickly do that. Mohammed Shaw, Mohammed Shoaib, thanks for joining as member. Tapas, I'm so sorry if I pronounce some name wrong. Venkatesh, Moni, Sachin, thanks for joining as member of the channel. Ritvik, I think I already gave you a shout out. But yeah, all of you will get exclusive access to the Discord server. And there are 20 odd videos which are members only. So please go through those videos. Some of them are really important. And also, please join our Discord server. Abhishek, why don't you start GCP zero to hero? Navneet, I'll definitely do that. Right now, I'm doing a lot of things, right? Once I get some time, I'll definitely do GCP zero to hero. We will do it exactly like our AWS and Azure zero to hero, starting from fundamentals, then talking about networking part of GCP, then talking about storage part of GCP, then we will talk about CI/CD services on GCP. We'll learn about GCP serverless. After that, we will jump on to the containerization, the services related to it on GCP. Then we will look at GKE, that is Google Kubernetes Cloud. And finally, we will do end-to-end project on GCP, and we'll also learn observability on GCP. So yeah, that's what we will do. And everything will be for free on our YouTube channel. Thanks, Navneet, for asking this question. But yeah. How to see members only videos? See, once you join as a member, just go to the YouTube channel. Probably I can quickly show you as well. Let me try to do that very quickly. Okay, I think my internet is pretty slow. What you can do is you can just go to our YouTube channel. Along with videos live, you will find a members tab. Just go to the members tab and you're all good. You'll find everything there. Hey Abhishek, wanted to ask on working. Okay. Hey Abhishek, wanted to ask on working cloud service, on working cloud service developer versus cloud engineer. Okay, good question. If you can share some views and views on that and ideas. Just got a call from AWS for data center OSSD. I am DevOps SW at a startup. Okay, Ravi, you wanted to ask on working as cloud service developer versus cloud engineer. See, the difference is that while you're working on a cloud engineer, you work mostly from DevOps point of view. Whereas if you're working from cloud service developer point of view, you'll be working on developing few things related to cloud services, right? More or less, that role will be aligned towards platform engineering, right? It will be things that you do from developing internal platforms, or developing a few things that are required for the cloud engineers. Yeah, that will be pretty much what you will be working on. So if you are interested in transitioning to platform engineer in future, then yeah, you can sign up for cloud service developer roles. Okay. I've, I've turned on the camera. I'm not sure if it is lagging, but let's see. I have an interview for DevOps intern role tomorrow. Any tips? See, one thing I'll tell you, whenever you have interviews, right? Whenever you have interviews, the day before the interview, what you need to do, just go through the job description. Do not keep going through the YouTube tutorials. Do not keep going through the videos. Just going through one or two topics is fine. But what you need to focus on the day before the interview, just keep, just keep going through the job description multiple times. Analyze what interviewer is going to ask you, because if you go through the job description, you are literally reading the brain of the interviewer, because they have written that job description, and their goal is to hire people with the relevant skills. So try to see how you can explain the interviewer your skills that are matching the job description. Probably you can say that I have done something that is in your job description, so that interviewer feels that you are the right person they should be hiring. It's not related to DevOps. Any stream that you're applying, this is one simple hack when it comes to job descriptions and day before interview. How can I find, or how much difficult is to find the first client as a freelancer? What's your advice? See, what happened, I'll be bluntly honest with you. So it used to be very, very easy. But with all that hype on freelancing on LinkedIn, and everybody talking about freelancing, so it has become little difficult. And other thing is that why some people say getting your first opportunity as freelancer is difficult, because their profiles are not authentic. So what happens is, let's say I'm a freelancer. I posted on LinkedIn that I earned this much this month as a freelancer. Quite obviously, it's a human tendency that you will also start thinking that, oh, okay, I should also start doing freelancing. I'll also start earning as this person is earning. But then you realize that it is not allowed to do in your company. So what you'll start doing, you'll build your profile as a freelancer, but you'll not put in all the right details, right? Your profile becomes somewhat suspicious. So with all that, people say that finding first opportunity as a freelancer is difficult. But even today, if you genuinely fill your freelancer profile, if you tag your LinkedIn profile to it, tag your GitHub profile to it, and provide all the right details, provide all your gigs, your past experience, and how you can help them, I don't think it is super difficult. You can still get it, because I'm seeing people doing it. And personally, I've done it, right? So yeah, you can take me as an example. For me, it was never difficult, because while I was working at Red Hat, they did not have any problem. So all my details were genuine. I used to showcase my past experience, architecture diagrams. I used to put in everything that is required. Especially these things matters. Like instead of just filling your profile on the freelancing sites, put the architecture diagrams, right? Record a short video explaining how you help your previous clients. A lot of people don't do this. Tell me some platform to hit DevOps jobs. I'm trying, not getting on Loudcree and LinkedIn. Still, the best platform is LinkedIn only, Vinay. If you're not getting it, build good profile on LinkedIn. Ravi, also, is there a good resource on that? Wanted to deep diver into services. As DevOps, I use these services, be interested in developing them. What all things I need to upskill on? You'll barely find any services, any resources on that, Ravi, because it's a very niche profile. You'll not find it on Udemy. I'm sure you'll not even find it on YouTube. So yeah, it's difficult to say which videos to go through, but probably just try for that role and showcase them your basic development skills. Like you can explain them what all the development things that you have done in the past. uh, yeah, that's it. Probably the best way is to get into that role and start learning what you need to do as part of that role. Yeah, I know my answer is not that helpful to you because I cannot share you any random resources. Right, I have to be genuine. Sandhya Jha. Thank you, Abhishek. Your videos have helped me with many DevOps topics. Are there any tutorials on monitoring tools? Yeah, Sandhya. We have Sandhya. We have observability zero to hero playlist. Sorry, I was laughing at the other comment, not your comment. There was a funny thing that was mentioned. Yeah, but you can go through observability zero to hero playlist. So Mukesh was saying ఏంటన్నా MLOps ని అంత మాట అన్నారు. So you vote for DevOps in job opportunities point of view. I get it. But MLOps is future బాగుంటుంది కదా ఇంకో 3-4 years లో. Mukesh, see, I'll tell you one thing. MLOps is machine learning operations, right? I think I've explained this before as well. Uh, it's a good stream. I have not commented on it saying that it's not something that you shouldn't pursue. But what I was trying to tell there, machine learning operations, not every company will be interested in developing their own models. Today, let's say if I start if I start my own company, do you think will I focus on developing my application, or do you think will I focus on developing a model that I need to use for maybe giving a better experience for my customers? My first priority would be developing my application. And when it comes to model, I will consume the existing models, right? Or I'll take help of someone in developing the models for me. There are already a lot of models. For example, if you look at log analysis video that we have done, right? We use isolation forest, which is a model. So what you do as an MLOps engineer, whenever there is a new model, you work closely with the model development lifecycle and you try to reduce the operations in the model development lifecycle. Or you basically work on union or reducing the gap between machine learning engineers and operations that are involved in that entire process of machine learning lifecycle, right? So overall, what I tried to explain in the previous comment, right now you will not find a lot of opportunities. And if you're looking for an opportunity at this point of time, and if you're learning for the same, I mentioned that start with DevOps. I hope it is clear now. Hey Pawan, thanks for joining us, member. We can also manage K8's resources related to infra specific from Terraform and application related resources using Git. We can also manage K8's resources related to infra specific from Telegram Terraform and application. I don't see the question there. Venkatesh, thanks for joining as member. Vikrant, thanks for joining as member. Abhishek, we need a detailed video on Celium, policy analysis, and enforcement L3 to L7. Yeah, I actually sat down one day to make a video on Celium while I was preparing some content on eBPF. So yeah, rest assured, I'll make one video on it, Pavan. I'm not sure when, but yeah, I'll definitely do it. You don't need extensive development skills. If you just understand software development lifecycle, and if you can basically write some shell scripts and Python scripts, that is good. Rise and radiate. Thanks for joining as member. Not very important. Only if you are in that Windows ecosystem, it is needed. Or sometimes when you're in the Azure ecosystem, sometimes it's needed. Nginx or traffic fundamental video. Yeah, I think we can do Nginx fundamental video. Traffic, not a lot of people would be interested in it, but yeah, Nginx definitely. Somebody was saying, please answer that Kishor's question. Where is Kishor? Let's find Kishor. I'll try to find Kishor. Let me just try. I don't find where is Kishor. Kishor. No, I don't find Kishor. Probably Kishor, you can post your question again. Can you please do mock interview for members? Bro, it's not possible. There are so many members on the channel, right? So we cannot do it. It will be a false promise. Hey Abhishek, can we use multi-cloud for a single application deployment? You can use, but what is your requirement? Like, why do you want to go for multi-cloud? Usually people go for multi-cloud when they see some cost optimization. For example, some not only cost optimization, also performance enhancement. Some people just prefer Kubernetes cluster on GKE. They might prefer their CICD on Azure, and they might want to have their application running on Azure. Now, it can be because of networking. Sorry, it can be because of performance reasons, or it can be because of the XYZ reasons coming from the organization, or even sometimes cost point of view. They do that. In your case, why you want to do multi-cloud? You need to think about it. My current project using GCP working has backend developer and 30% in DevOps. Okay. In DevOps, in total 3 years of experience, I want to move full-fledged DevOps role. Yeah, it is going to be good, Navneet. You should, I mean, if you're interested, you should try it because you have 3 years of experience. What you can do, learn DevOps well. Like from our channel, you can focus on DevOps fundamentals, do some end-to-end projects. For example, even on Udemy, I've done an end-to-end DevOps project, right? You can try I did it on AWS, learn DevOps and try to do that end-to-end project on GCP because you already have some experience on GCP, right? And then you can showcase like couple of years of experience in DevOps. Initially, you started as a developer. Then you can say, for the past 2 years, I'm working as a full-fledged DevOps engineer. That is how you can uh, profile your resume and you can start applying for jobs. Kindly upload more videos for members on regular basis. The reason for starting this members only is to have an exclusive Discord server, but I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll try my best. Kisala. Which cloud platform you like the most and why? Oh, this is a tricky question. If I have to choose between one cloud platform, the one that I like the most, I think I'll go with Azure out of AWS, Azure, and GCP because there are, like, if you take components by components, like, whenever I look at a cloud provider, there are few pieces in cloud providers, right? From DevOps and cloud point of view, let's talk from that side, because there is again data engineering side, there is machine learning side, AI side. But if you look at from DevOps and cloud point of view, uh, take component by component. For example, computing is a piece, networking is a piece, storage is a piece, CICD is a piece, serverless is a piece, observability is a piece. So if you try to take these pieces, again, there are a lot of services in each of these pieces. And if you try to evaluate, at least for me, when I try to evaluate, uh, I think Azure is doing better amongst AWS and GCP. However, one complaint that I always have with Azure, it doesn't make learners friendly platform. Not from user experience or user interface, but whenever someone wants to start learning Azure, if you're a student, you still get some free student access. But imagine the number of people who want to get started with Azure, or typically get started with uh, DevOps and cloud or cloud platform. What Azure does, it sets up a standing instruction of a very huge amount. Then it only provides 1 month of free access. Then it will ask you to take the credits, or it will ask you to get into the billing cycle. I understand from Microsoft point of view why they do it, but why AWS has a lot of market share? Because while everyone keeps learning AWS, it somewhat reflects once they join the organization as well. Imagine there are 10 people who are learning DevOps and cloud today, and Azure is best. At least what I'm trying to say is Azure is better in terms of performance in various criterias. But even many of my learners, I recommend AWS because it is easy for them to get started. They just have to put the credit card. AWS is not setting up any standing instruction, so they are not worried. They are getting started. They have very good active programs like Community Builder, a lot of blogs on Dev2. This is where Azure is lacking. There are a lot of resources related to AWS. They often provide some coupons. They have the programs, and people easily get started. Out of these 10 engineers, let's say 5 of them get placed in the organization. And while they're working in the company, let's say if the company wants to onboard to cloud, instantly these people would say, let's go with AWS. We all know AWS, right? Some of the other way, I feel this is one of the reasons why AWS is doing better. Of course, there are multiple other reasons: discounts, account managers, customer satisfaction. There are so many things, but yeah. Mm, hello, Abhishek. Great indeed. Great work indeed. Your YouTube membership price has gone up. Wish I would have joined earlier. No, we haven't increased that. Stra, you should check again one more time. It has always been the same right from starting. Teja, thank you so much. Uh, let's see if we can meet at any conference. I'll let you know ahead if I am attending some conference. Please explain GCP VPC versus AWS VPC. I think while we do the GCP Zero to Hero series, this concept will be covered. Now, it will be too much technical if I talk about it. I'll talk completely about GCP networking when we do the GCP Zero to Hero. Where should I look for DevOps jobs in Hyderabad? You should look for DevOps jobs in Hyderabad through LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the best platform. Bro, need more videos on CICD. Okay. How about Rust CICD? People who are here, just comment down if you want me to do a video on Rust CI/CD, because these days a lot of companies are using Rust because of its enhanced performance, because of the reasons how Rust handles memory, right? Also multi-threading and all. So again, I mean, I don't want to get into technical details of Rust, but as DevOps engineers, if companies are if companies have started using Rust, then you will be expected to build Docker files for it. You will be expected to implement CI/CD for it. So, would you be interested in Rust CI/CD? Let me know. Okay, not a lot of people. That's fine. If you're not interested, definitely I'll not do it because the whole purpose is to do videos that will help you people. Cool. Comment on rotational uh, night shifts for DevOps roles. What do I comment on it? Rotational night shifts for DevOps roles. I mean, it's not common like Cyberden. If you are into SRE role, it is common because as a DevOps engineer, by default you will be not asked to work on rotational or night shifts, right? Only if you are into the SRE team, if you are taking care of observability, if you are into L1 support, then you are asked to do it. Otherwise, it's not. Okay. Now I see some comments about Rust. People are interested. Okay. See, one thing I'll tell you, this channel is always about what you people want me to do. I'll not be doing anything if you people are not interested. Even if you look at the Udemy course, I have taken a poll. I said I'll do both. I said I'll do both Kubernetes and DevOps interview questions, right? And I took a poll, which one you want me to do first, and a lot of people, like 60 to 65% people voted that Abhishek do the DevOps interview questions Udemy course first, and I'll do it. Very honestly speaking, if I would have done Kubernetes Udemy course, it will help me make more money on Udemy because a lot of people are going to watch from Udemy business, but it doesn't matter. What is the point of doing something if I'm not helping the community? Whole purpose is that, right? So that's why I asked if you want me to do Rust CI/CD or not. Okay, now I see some response. Some people are requesting for it. Let me try. If I get some time this week, I'll definitely do it. The reason is that, because somebody asked CI/CD, I did CI/CD for Java applications, Python, .NET. I did for Golang as well. Rust is something that I haven't covered. Uh, does it secure to use Kubia? I need to check that because it's some time I've done a video on them, and I need to go through their policies. So I cannot answer that at this point of time uh, because whenever you're using anything with AI, you need to clearly see the terms and conditions, how they are, making sure your data is secure. So yeah, if possible, you can go through Kubia. You can just set up a call with them. Otherwise, mm, harness. Okay, sure. Rust versus Golang difference. See, it will become too technical, but I mean, see, the advantage of Rust is basically with how it deals with memory. When you look at the traditional programming languages, they heavily rely on garbage collector. But with Rust, they don't have a garbage collector. They have a very unique concept. And also when it comes to Rust, because you are asking me to compare with Golang, in Go we use something called Go routines. Go routines is used for multi-threading. And if you look at the threads or multi-threading concept of Rust, the performance is better when compared to Go. Now, that's what they traditionally say. Although the comparison is not mostly with Go. So if you look at Rust official documentation, or even if you look at people comparing and saying Rust is better, they usually compare with Java, Python. And when you compare Rust with Java or Python, Java threads are very heavy, and Python, uh, it doesn't even implement multi-threading to the core, uh, right? So they say that Rust is better when you look at multi-threading point of view. So the comparison is mostly with Java, Python, the programming languages which are widely used. I hope you get it. Hi Abhishek, I was planning to showcase the open telemetry project you implemented in your resume, but not able to figure out exactly what to mention in it. Any tips you can provide on points to mention? Gauranj, why don't you just drop a comment on Discord in the doubts channel? So just drop a comment on the doubts channel. I'll definitely get back to you because I can help you with how you can put that in your resume. Hi, bro. Uh, can I show all 3 years as DevOps engineer experience without showing backend developer? Yeah, you can definitely show that, Navneet. You can also do that, Navneet. Oh, Rachna, thank you so much for joining as member. What is Terraform Cloud, Anna? How is it useful? Somebody commented on it. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, anyways, I read your comment. I don't find it right now. What is Terraform Cloud? It's very simple, right? See, you are using Terraform, where you are hosting your own Terraform, like you are creating your own instances of Terraform. Whenever an upgrade is required, you are upgrading your Terraform, you are storing the state file locally. Then you go to Terraform Cloud, which is provided by the parent company. So what they do is they manage your Terraform instance, right? So they constantly, just like EKS, what is AWS doing with EKS? It is providing you a managed Kubernetes service. Similarly, you can assume Terraform, they are providing you a managed Terraform instance where they provide managing the state file. They also help you with drift detection, all that. Oh yeah, I found it. DevOps with Hari. Asad Asaduddin Mohammed, thank you for joining us, member. Rohit is asking, "Anna, my playlist interview crack చేయడానికి help అవుతుందా?" Like Rohit, we are doing it because it is helpful. So definitely yes. Piyush is asking, forget about this DevOps. How are you? And are you enjoying? Are you enjoying your solopreneurship? Piyush, it's just 3 weeks. I'm still figuring out things. Yeah, but I'm enjoying it. Getting to spend more time, getting to think more about what I want to do. So yeah, it's all good. Thanks for asking, Piyush. How often these live videos, monthly or occasionally? Venkat, we do it every Wednesday. It's 4 times a month. It's not even monthly or occasionally. We do it once every week. We are very very active in the when it comes to live streams. Thankfully, the audience are also very active. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been doing it. What is takes from a normal company to switch to Google 3+ years of experience? Personally, I haven't attended Google interview, so I'm really not sure how easy or difficult it is going to be. But from what I hear on the social media, they say that the Google's interview is difficult, but I cannot speak without my experience. So probably you should be asking someone who recently cleared Google, or you should be checking with some noogler. That's what they call when you join Google at the latest, right? New Google joiners. How important is it to learn Ansible in 2025? Mm, like if you ask me, like if you compare with tools like Terraform, Kubernetes, I would say the priority is less, right? But it's not at all difficult, right? So just learn the basics of Ansible. But if you want it to be put in the priority, do it after tools like Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform. Then you can learn about Ansible. You don't have to prioritize it. Do we have multi-cloud setup in your Python? No. Thanks, Vamshi. Semiconductor facility approved in Noida. Okay, good. But what is it about? I did not follow the conversation. As I've come to know, you are interested and was a Python developer. Can you cover entire Python? You did it from DevOps point of view. To be honest, from developer perspective. Okay. Um, I'll think about it, Parvez. A lot of people have been asking about Go, and I did not even get time to do Go zero to hero. Let's see about Python. Hi, sir. Could you please throw some light on automated rollback? Okay, it's interesting. See, when you look at the cloud native space, so in the cloud native space, you have tools like Argo rollouts, right? Where what does Argo rollouts do? So it is basically, how do I put that in an easy way? So if you look at project that is called Argo rollouts, so what exactly it does, you can deploy your applications using canary model of deployment or blue-green model of deployment. So in the cloud native way, it helps you to do that. And whenever you are taking this deployment strategies, then rollbacks becomes easy. Why? Because when you're deploying in canary model of deployment, what is your stake? Initially, you start with 10% of customers, and mostly you start with that 10% of customers which are who are internal to your organization or who are least impacted, right, for your organization. So in that cases, if something goes wrong, you just have to put that 10% at stake and you can easily roll back. Or the other deployment strategy is blue-green deployment, where you already have a site which is completely running with your application. You build a new site with the new version and you point your load balancer to the new site that you have created. People call it blue site and green site. Let's say something goes wrong with your new site, you just point your load balancer to the old one. That's it. As simple as that, right? So the whole thing is that rollbacks are efficient when you follow a deployment strategy. Even if your interviewer is asking this, they are expecting that from you. They are expecting you to talk about a deployment strategy. We'll surely do one, DK, definitely. Somebody was asking video on Psycode. I don't know what exactly is it. Okay, maybe something that I missed. What is Psycode? Did I miss something important? Can you please give your insight on Gulf jobs in DevOps? See, when you ask about Gulf jobs or Middle East, I haven't given that, right. So, if I talk something about that, it will be like I'm talking about something that I'm completely clueless about. And my guidance would be completely wrong if I talk anything about that. So I prefer talking about something which is out of my experience, or at least something that I'm good about. So what you need to do, you should find someone who secured an opportunity in the Gulf countries in DevOps roles, right? Or in the Middle East in DevOps roles. So yeah, they should be better for you to answer this question. How we split traffic in Canary deployment? We have a video on that, Ram. But at a high level, what we do is that we just let's say you have 4 replicas, or let's say we have 5 replicas. You just deploy one replica with the new version, and you mention that, or you just deploy a new service, new pod, new ingress, and you tell your ingress controller that you have 2 different ingresses now. Send 5% of traffic to the new version of ingress, or ingress that is pointing to the new pod that is deployed, and send 95% of traffic to the ingress and to the pod that is already there. I explained this with Engineix ingress controller, I guess. If you just search for Abhishek.Veeramalla Canary deployment, you'll get the complete tutorial. But yeah, typically what you do is that you create a new pod, you create a new service, you create a new ingress, and within the new ingress, you add an annotation where you say that, okay, 5% of the traffic should go to this particular ingress, and that annotation is read by the ingress controller. Of course, different ingress controllers might have different ways of doing it, but this is the popular way. Can you make a video on Kong ingress controller? Yeah, people are asking about traffic, Kong, gateway API. Let me see how can do videos on all of these concepts. Yeah, Pavesh, thank you so much. Troubleshooting videos are awesome. Please go through them. Sharad, is it helpful to do unpaid internship? No, it's up to you, Sharad. Do you really want to do it? If you are desperate enough, go for it. But otherwise, why don't you try for internships with at least they pay you something? Where at least they pay you something. Perfect. Thanks, Ram. Please comment if you find the content useful. Just kidding. I'll just try to see if you understood. Like you posted a question here, right, about canary model of deployment. So yeah, I'm just curious to understand. Once you go back, watch that video. Was that clear to you or not? Somebody was asking, any of your videos covered automated rollback? I think I did one video on Argo rollouts, but I vaguely remember it. So please just search for Abhishek.Veeramalla Argo rollouts. If you find it, I have done video on rollback. Otherwise, I haven't. Rollback for DevOps admin. There is nothing like DevOps admin in 2025. Please ignore all that. Prepare for DevOps engineer only. Yeah, Saivardhan, as I told you, it depends, right? Maybe they're expecting their DevOps engineers to take care of observability, SRE related things as well. But usually it's not a common thing. Can you share any voting poll now? About? Parvez, hey Abhishek, I've completed learning DevOps tools from Linux, CICD, unable to secure an offer. As May is coming to end, roles are getting less. Most has experience when even though for fresher. Are you a fresher or are you experienced? How common is day shifts in remote jobs in DevOps engineer profile? I worked in 4 different companies. I haven't seen rotational shifts in any company as mandatory for DevOps engineer. As I told you, it only becomes mandatory for your client requirements, even like just as developers, right? Imagine if developers are not working, why will you work as a DevOps engineer? Things are different from SRE engineer point of view. Role of SRE engineer is to keep the site reliable and to keep the site available. But as a DevOps engineer, it's not something that you have to bother about. So the answer is very simple. In that company, if developer is working on rotational shift, as a DevOps engineer, you will also work in rotational shift. If developer is not working, you will not work. Mukesh, if I get an opportunity in Qualcomm as a MLOps engineer, depending on the situation, please share your insight in future point of view. Yeah, if you get a MLOps position in Qualcomm, you should definitely join. Anna, don't forget to make videos on Istio. Istio already made. Yeah, Carpenter with EKS, Kafka, and ELK. Yeah, so I already made on Istio. I'll make video on Kida. I'll make on Carpenter with EKS. Kafka, I'll definitely make. EFK I made. Only thing I did not make is log stash in it, right? Yeah, sure. How is the future of Tekton? I'm not sure. But if you ask me, should you learn Tekton or not? Unless you're using Tekton in your company, I would not recommend it because the space of CI/CD is very much crowded. Um, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't see Tekton evolving as an alternative amongst things like GitHub Actions, Harness. That's something that's doing great. GitHub Actions. You have GitLab pipelines, right? Jenkins is also coming up with Jenkins X. So there are so many CI/CD, CI. Tekton is dealing with CI. So there are so many tools in the space of CI. So I'm not sure if Tekton will raise as an alternative. If you ask me, I wouldn't recommend unless you're using Tekton in your company. Okay, I think we have done this live stream for good amount of time now. Uh, as I told you, I'm at my hometown. So because of that, you might have faced some issues with my audio and video. Kindly excuse me because I cannot control some few things, right? So the reason for doing this live stream, I wanted to keep that streak. I have been doing these live streams for almost 6 months now continuously. Um, so I thought I'll just continue it no matter what. So that's the only reason I'm doing live stream from here today. See you all in the next live stream. And if you have anything that you want to discuss, you can also join our Discord server. Abhishek.Veeramalla. Just go to our YouTube channel and click on the join button. Thank you so much again, everyone. See you all in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.